Hey, what's up guys? D-Man Sports back here, and today we are going to be talking about new faces and new places for the new MLB season. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what you want me to do next, but for now, let's get right into it. So we're going to be ranking and talking about the new moves for the MLB teams a little bit. So the first ranking, number 1, is Francisco Lindor from the Cleveland Indians to the New York Mets. Francisco Lindor is a very good hitter. He's a crazy hitter actually. He can hit for average. He can hit home runs. At shortstop, he makes all the plays. He goes this way, that way. He can jump so high too. He's just good at everything. He adds value. He can play his position really well, and he can get from second base to third base any way you want, make those jump throws that Derek Jeter used to make. He's just very agile, and he can do everything on the baseball field. Next up is Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer is an amazing pitcher. He's nuts. He can throw a ball from the pitcher's mound over the fence, which he did last year. He's crazy with his celebrations. He flexes on everything. Every single time he screams and flexes after he makes gets a really good strikeout or something like that. He also is just a very good pitcher, but hopefully he matures. He won the Cy Young last year. He's moving from the Cincinnati Reds to the Los Angeles Dodgers, and that will be a very good addition for the already great Dodgers team. Next up is Blake Snell from the Tampa Bay Rays to the Dodgers. Blake Snell, probably the second best or best pitcher in the league, won the Cy Young last year. He can throw crazy pitches. He has a very good curveball, as I saw last year. Again, won Cy Young. He's just a great pitcher all around, and that will be very good for the Padres and a developing team. At number 4, we have Nolan Arenado. He was probably the top third baseman last year. Actually the best player on the Rockies. He can field his position. He can hit well. He can just do everything. He hits. I was at a game once, and he hit a home run into the second deck. He has tremendous power and a nice crispy swing, and he just adds a lot of value to all the teams he plays for. Number 5 is another player to the Padres, Yu Darvish from the Cubs, moving to the Padres. He can throw like 20 different pitches. Some pitches I've never even heard about that he throws. He almost kept his ERA at a 1 ERA last year. He didn't win the Cy Young, but he is just a very good pitcher. He can throw, like I said, a lot of different pitches, and he has a high velocity too. So again, that will make another a good addition to the Padres. At number 6, we have Corey Kluber and Jameson Taillon. Corey Kluber from the Indians, or from the Rangers. He's also played on the Indians. And Jameson Taillon from the Pirates. They are going to the Yankees. The Yankees have brought in all kinds of stars. They haven't all produced well. I mean, with Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge gets hurt every other week, but and he's out for a month, and then he gets hurt again, and then is out another month. And same with Giancarlo Stanton. If they were able to stay healthy with this good pitching staff that they have, I think they're definitely World Series contenders. But they just have to stay healthy because all their players get hurt too much. At number 7, we have Josh Bell from the Pirates to the Nationals. Nationals played well last year. They were World Series champions 2 years ago. They have a very good team with pitching staff. They just have to add a couple additions. They have Anthony Rendon and a lot of different players like Trey Turner too, and with Josh Bell, who can hit monster home runs, and he fields his position well. He's giant too, so that will be a good addition for the Nationals. At number 8, we have George Springer to the Blue Jays with Vladimir Guerrero there and other players, other young stars. I think George Springer can be a very good leader to those players. I mean, Vlad Guerrero is a giant. He hits a lot of home runs. He can hit the ball like 700 feet. I just think that George Springer can be a leader to those players, an older leader, back end of his career probably, and I think he'll just add a good addition to the Jays, and I think the Jays have a shot this year, just like the Padres. Carlos Santana, the next one at number 9 is Carlos Santana from the Indians to the Royals. Carlos Santana didn't have a great season last year, 0.9 WAR. He's been very good his whole career. He's been pretty good his whole career. Hasn't been the best ever, but he's been very good. He's very solid. He fields his position well. I mean, first base isn't really that hard, but I think he hits very well. He's not as good as hitting for average as he is for power, but he just has a very good swing. He's just a good player all around. And at number 10, we have Kyle Schwarber to the Nationals, from the Cubs to Nationals. He's been solid his whole career. He isn't the best player, but I just think he produces well whenever he plays. He can hit home runs. He's not the best at hitting for average, but I just think he can move in left field. He can really make some plays in left field. He moves all around. He's not the quickest, but he still always seems to get to the spot where the ball is. I've seen him lay out a couple times for balls, even though it isn't the prettiest. He doesn't gallop like a gazelle. He's not the most amazing guy to watch when he's running. It's not the best scene, but overall he's a pretty good player. So that is the top 10 moves for this year in the MLB season. I think it will be a pretty good season, hopefully. And that is all for today. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment what you guys want next. See you guys later, and I am out. Peace.